Alright, today we are going against XK9, and I'll be bringing in a team of Absorbing Man, Gallon, and Scorpion. Now, I've got a decent sized war. Got 9 fights. It was originally supposed to be 8, but I grabbed an extra one. Up first is this Terrax on Path 4, which I'll be using Absorbing Man. Finally get to bring him to war now, although it's kind of an easy fight with him. He's like tailor-made for this. All you gotta do is hit the guy. Don't have to bait specials, no nothing. So I'm boosting up, go into this Terrax. Now, I'm gonna take about 7 fights in a row here and use several energy refills. I was busy at work, and I was like, well, let me go on and get these out, get them done. That way I could just come back for my 1 fight later. But I ended up taking the APOC boss as well with Scorpion. And whew, boy, wait till we get to that one. But, now that I've been boosting and checking that for about 5 minutes or so, probably about to hit the start button. Now, always go in magma form. As you can see, I've checked it about 20 times now. You want that one. It just makes things easier. And here we go. And you can say, all I'm going to do, parry and just smash. That's the game plan, just hit him till he's dead. Now, he is trying to place armor breaks on me, and that's building up my charges. Once I get to 600, I refine, and I don't worry about the special 2, heavy into the L2. I don't worry about that because I know he's going to die. But up next on 22, we got this Knoll, rank 5 Knoll. Man, I saw that I was assigned Knoll, didn't think much about it. Then I get up here and I'm like, oh man, it's a lot of health. But I did talk to a guy in my Alliance, Inc. He runs Absorbing Man in another battle group, since I was first using him, getting comfortable with him. And he kind of taught me through a game plan. I watched some videos. And here we go. So I make sure I'm in magma form, because I want the incinerate immunity and all the energy resistance. Makes the shocks pretty much useless. And I do power start 1. Okay. Now, I do not want Knoll to throw his L1 for any reason at all. No, I don't want it. I want none of it. Now, his unblockable and unstoppable wouldn't last long, but yada yada. But I just don't want reverse controls. So you can tell we start out with a 5-hit combo, and then we just go 4-hit combo, hold block. That's it, just hold block. The incinerates, they will pause my form, and I throw the L2 to push him to 2 bars. Perfect. Now we at 600 charges. We should refine here. And we do. All right, now we're doing the big boy damage. Yeah, we up in the big leagues now. And I'm still doing a lot of the same thing. 4 hits, hold block. Just to push him to his L2. And all right, now I get him to his L2. Man, this fight's going good. Well, except for getting smacked around a bit. But right here, he just goes past it and won't throw that special. And, oh, man, I see the prowess building up, and I'm like, oh, come on, man, come on. Finally, he throws it, and that block damage hurt. But I throw an L2, and we end it. We get out. Oh, no, okay, now he's dead. And we end it. It's not a bad fight. That extra health, he went passive. Should have been dead. But now we move on to 23 Penny. Now, this is what would you call it? This is such a good matchup. It is idiot proof. It really is. Like, no matter how hard I try to die in this fight, I just can't. I'm telling you, the matchup's just too good. It's like, you don't even have to be good at this matchup in order to not die. But after about 15 minutes, we'll hit the start button and we'll get into it. Just give me a minute. Now, all we want to do is hitting the block, build them charges. We do have to hit some, just so we don't get rooted. I do have the Power Start 1 from the last fight, so for whatever reason, I just decided to throw it in the block. It had 0 chance of landing. So, there, I thought I was holding block. Really did. Nope. Kabam said, not today, buddy. So, we take that L2 to the face. And we hit in the block, and the first harvest, we parry heavy because we built up charges. Man, I took another L2 to the face. Man, this is like the 3rd time getting rooted too. Man, I suck. So another L1 into the block. God, I suck. Whoo. Remember why I said that was idiot proof? Well, there you go. That is how the worst way you could play that fight, and I still didn't die. I think I took more hits than I actually gave. But I didn't die. That's what they tell me. Now this one, I sit at this fight for a minute. Because we're back at I Doom. It's my arch-nemesis. Now, I was originally assigned Gallon, but I was also told I could use Scorpion, and I'm looking through his abilities for whatever reason. I'm an idiot. And I can't decide. I'm sitting there, I'm going back and forth on it. Because it's, even like I was recently told, hey, you can use Scorpion if you want, since you and I Doom with Gallon have history. Yes, we do. We have a lot of history. It's been quite a season with him. It's, you live and you learn. So I stay at this screen for a good minute. Probably should have fast forwarded this or even edited it instead of sitting here for 20 minutes. But I just couldn't make my mind up. I do eventually go with Scorpion because I remember using him, might have been Last War, the one before, one of them, and how smoothly it went. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And that's what I do ultimately whenever I do hit the fight button and quit looking at everything eventually. I should be about done. I believe I'm about done. Maybe I'm about done. No, I promise, buddy, them nodes don't change. Neither did the boost. Now, I do use a Power Start 1 on this one, and that is because I want that Fate Seal up immediately. That's what I want. Oh, hey, there we go. So you will see me, I'll parry, do a combo into the L1, and I will get that Fate Seal up. And then it's a lot of rinse and repeat with him. Just keeping, I'm wanting to keep the taunt up, and I'm wanting to keep the Fate Seal and the neutralizes up. It just takes everything I Doom has away. Now, that was unfortunate, that resist. Whoops. But I didn't get punished, thank God. And right here, I dex without a neutralize or Fate Seal up, and hey, let's take some more hits. Why not? Let's just be a punching bag this war for defenders, because I love using health potions so very much. I can't wait to use them. I look forward to it. I just suck is what it is. But, even after that, we get the fight back under control. I do throw an L1 to Fate Seal that regen so it's not unblockable. Even though, as long as I have a taunt up, I can block unblockable. And he's dead. We escape out of that one. As bad as I Doom's trying to get me this season, just ain't happened yet. Now, I go down path 1. I've got a King Groot and a Man-Thing. I do put on the Rupture pre-fight for both of them. Just more so against Man-Thing. That way I don't have to worry about the poison damage. And I guess as an extra precaution to King Groot, just in case, since I suck, I don't get hit by an L2 and then I don't have the poison damage. That is a sign of a good planner. How can I idiot-proof these fights for me? And she does a very good job of it. So that's why you will see me put the Rupture on. And there's just, I mean, these two fights, there's really just not much to worry about, or there's just nothing here. Yeah, it's just spam the L1s. We're going to fate seal his, all his buffs. Now, at the beginning of the fight, I triggered this regen a lot because I don't know. I looked up and I saw the regen. I was like, man, what? And then it finally clicks with me. Oh, hey, dummy, quit dashing back so much in a row and it won't happen. So as here, you see me start blocking the specials, and I'll dex out of the last one, or I'll dex at first, wait, and then dex at the end. And you can see he starts dropping a lot faster when I do the fight like I'm supposed to. Crazy how that works. Who would have thought? But that's all of that one. And we go on to Man Thing. I mean, Man Thing. You know, this is one of them fights where if I die, you should probably just, I got the door. I'll see myself out. Don't even worry about it. I got it. I'll take care of it. But put on the Rupture again, and it's all these Scorpion fights are the same. All the same process. And I also have that thing next after this one, and that's my that's the last fight I take right now, all these in a row. And then I'll come back to a Maul on 55. Yep, back at Maul. But here's Man Thing. I think I play this one pretty well too and don't trigger regen. I think I learned my lesson on the first one. Yeah, there we go. And I did use a lot of Power Starts ones this war. It is what it is. This was a really tight war, and I really didn't want to die. I've already died once, so I'm trying to salvage my season a little bit. I got to make it look good, on paper at least. Now, if they watch videos, it ain't going to look too good, but on paper, got it on lock. Yeah, this fight's about over. This AI was really throwing them with the taunt. And there's just not much to it. But now you'll see the trend of being a punching bag. Yeah. We go fight Thing. Okay, buddy. That's why I couldn't hit the go button, isn't it? And use another energy refill. He used like 4 of them, I think, this video. Somewhere in there. But now, I have fought this thing before. And as long as he's neutralized, even if he's at 15 stacks, you can hit into him and do a combo and get him at 15 again. Or if he's at 14, you can throw an L1 if he's neutralized, and he'll end up at 15, and then you can bait it. So what am I doing? I was just sitting there. But there's lots of things you can do to keep, your poisons up, your taunt up in this fight. Now, I don't play it well. I played this one better than I did last time. I took it earlier this season, and I barely came out alive. Now that I think about it, Node 46 has not been good to me this season. At all. But we do Power Start 1 because I want to follow the strike counter. I don't want too many block penetrations. And right there you can see I was at 14 through the L1. And, nothing. And with him neutralized, I was able to do another combo to get him 15. I am trying to... Oh, I forgot I got pegged. Man, that boy hit me hard. Ooh. But I'm trying not to dex too much like I did against King Groot. That way, I don't want that regen. And, of course, as I talk about it, it pops up. Probably jinx myself. But this fight, after the parry and the combo, it's starting to go better. I'm getting it under control. I'm keeping my poisons up, keeping my taunt up, and the rest is just playing Thing how he's supposed to. Now, he had no power right there at all, and He threw that special. Luckily, he was neutralized so I can hit him, or man, would I have been in some trouble. He had no power. Oh, man. High rock stacks, all the Dexon and regen he'd have got. But now, oh, here we go. It's revenge on Maul time. This is Maul on 55. And this is round 2. Now, I lost round 1. Maul put it to me. She did. He did. I always call Maul a she. They need to change that in game. But here we go. It's time to get revenge now. I'm going to play stun immune for this fight. That way I don't have to worry about limber. Now, the plan is to... Of course, oh, that's right. I used a power start 1 on this fight and completely forgot that it did no good at all. It was utterly useless. But you live and you learn. Now, my plan is to counter the L1s, and that's how I'm going to get my knockdowns to not... to avoid the falter. And it goes well for a while. Until that. I get smacked in the face. And, you know, now I'm having to keep falter up. Or watch out for falter. Because I didn't get my knockdown. So, we wait out the falter. Okay, now we can go back in. She throws a heavy. And you see I blocked this L2 this time. No, Maul, you ain't getting me again. No. I do take some brute force damage, but I'm not all that worried about it. And finally, I do go in and use a parry just so I can get the knockdown. I wasn't filling an in or the spacing. So all I did, I just, I ain't parried. I was like, well, let me parry. I'm going to get it out of the way. And that's about it. Now... the APOC boss. I wasn't originally supposed to get it, and they're like, hey, can you take this? Trying to set the scene a little bit, set the story, because it's going to take me 20 minutes to boost. I'm like, yeah, I got that. I've been watching videos of people doing it. Man, that looks easy. I was like, man, I got this on lock. But me being the moron that I am, I was supposed to have a WAGs. Nah. Left home without it. Okay? Then, as I was talking to Cody, he goes, hey, you ran inequity, didn't you? I was like, about that. No, I did not. So, if you can kind of see where this is going, I'm a moron. So, I've got that working against me, but I don't realize that at this point. I don't know that. So we go into the fight, and I'm just like, look, man, I'm just going to play slow, spam my L1s, and, here we go. Awesome. Get him a little flourish, no problem. Whatever. I do want to hit into his block some. I don't want him getting too many flourish, because then his power, I don't want it out of control. I'm trying to avoid the L2s. And at this point, I'm starting to realize, man, something ain't right. I'm taking way too much block damage. Hold on here. Something ain't right. Now, I don't know what it is. But I'm sticking to my game plan. And, man, as you can see, I'm starting off not winning the health battle. And it is concerning. I'm like, what am I going to do? I have no idea, because I don't know the mistakes that I made. Because I don't realize them until after the fight when I'm talking to Cody afterward. He's like, and that's when he informs me. I'm like, oh yeah. But, at this point, I've got a game plan. I'm sticking with it. I'm confident in my game plan. I know something's wrong because, man, I'm already down too much health at this point. I realized that I fucked up. Now, I don't know where, but I know I did. But, we're staying fairly close. I'm a little bit under. So that's my goal, is to just stay a little bit ahead. I need to get ahead of him. I need to get my health bar higher than his, because this is just a race. I mean, we're neck and neck on health. Just the whole fight both spamming L1s. It's just a matter of when we get low health, who's going to die first. That's all it comes down to. I mean, he's at 50. I'm at 48. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, all right, look, I've got to change something. This just is not going to work. This something ain't right. Now, because, I mean, it's 40 and 40 at this point. And, you know, I'm watching them health bars. I'm like, oh, man. See, because we were going for a donut. I was the last fight, and I was like, I can't die. So you see me start backdrafting now, and I try and play as, it's not necessarily no contact because I'm going to block his specials, but I start playing a little bit more riskier just to avoid as much block damage as I can. You know, with my combos, I don't want to add any because I'm trying to flip that health situation, and I do a little bit. I'm finally ahead for once. I'm finally getting ahead, and all I got to do is finish. Now, he's got a couple flourishes that will help with the power, but at the same time, man, that's a lot of block damage. Oh, man. And I'm trying to keep as many shocks on as possible. So that's why I suddenly decided to play more aggressive. Because I know I need to do something. I need them power stings to do their job. And this is it. It's like, all right, look, he's almost there. Come on, buddy. Just die, please. Come on. God, die, APOC. Just die. That's all I want. Just die. Finally, he does. I'm like, oh, my God, thank God. Woo, that was not how that was supposed to go. That was not how I had planned. But we do get the donut. Congrats to BG3. But unfortunately, we do lose the war. We had a 2-death clear for the second war in a row, which I'm very proud of. But XK9 only died one time. That was it. They had an amazing war. They did good. But hey, look at your boy getting MVP number 3. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But that was this war. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see y'all in the next one.